happy Thursday, and I hope everyone's doing well and having a really wonderful afternoon here. And so thank you for checking out the video, whether you're joining in now or whether you're going to watch it later. But today we are working on a nice kind of afternoon yoga meets a little bit of activating the core. And so before we get started, if you need to grab any water or anything like that, or your some props, some pillows, some blocks, anything that makes you cozy. And then as always, please leave any comments on the comment section with regard to the session. That's always helpful going forward. All right, let's get nice and comfy here. First, let's begin in a nice comfortable position. Settling into our pose, quieting the mind, getting ready for our practice. If you need to take a block or if you need to take a pillow and you sit on the very edge of it, we're just going to relax the shoulders down. And begin to just settle in to our practice. As the sit bones sit down into the mat and our spine reaches up, I bring my shoulder blades together. I begin to lift my chin gently up. And then I bring my chin all the way into my chest. And then I come back to center. And then I'm just going to do some very simple shoulder rolls. Again, we're just warming up, stretching anything out. Needs to be stretched out, given a little attention to. Bring your arms up overhead. Inhale here. Exhale. Back down. And we're going to do that again. Inhale, lengthen up. Interlace the fingers and the palms extend up toward the ceiling. And then I extend my chin up toward the ceiling as well. Reaching up. Exhaling. Release. I'm going to take my left hand onto that right knee. Inhale, lengthening up. Left hand behind my lower back. I'm going to roll the shoulder back. I'm going to gently extend my gaze over my right shoulder, warming up our neck muscles, opening up some space. Exhale, release. Inhale those shoulders up and down. Now taking your right hand on the left knee, taking the left hand behind your lower back, reaching up, taking your gaze over that left shoulder. Breathe into the space that you're creating. Exhaling and release. Remove the pillow. Come out of this pose. And I'm going to take the right knee. I'm going to place it a little above the left. And I'm going to open up my feet. You can see the feet. And I'm going to sit back onto my sit bones. You can also, again, still sit your sit bones onto the block or the pillow. If this is very uncomfortable, take your foot and just place it down and just see how comfortable it is to begin wrapping this hip around onto the other. Sitting up nice and tall here. Inhaling, exhale. Close your eyes for just a moment. Begin to breathe from that stomach. Inhaling, exhale. One more, inhale, exhale. Take the right knee off of that left, and then I'm going to just switch out. So now, if you come out of the pose a little, you can take that left right over onto the right. Then I move my feet in a way that I can see them. Then I take my sit bones back into that space that I just created. Same thing that I just noted on the other side. If this is not where we are for the day, you'll practice on still folding this right knee in and bringing that foot over. Sitting up nice and tall, you can place your hands on your ankles, your feet, or on top of your knees, but roll the shoulders back. Deep inhale from here, inhaling. Exhale. Close your eyes for a moment and think about what brought you to the mat today, to your practice. Nice inhale. Exhale. Release. Very good. And take those knees off. So who do we have here joining today? Let me move this here. Very good. Awesome sauce. All right. Take your hands directly below your shoulders. Knees and hips in line. Let's warm up that back. Curl the toes under. On your next inhale, inhale your gaze up. Exhale, uncurling the toes, rounding and lifting up. Inhale, flow up. Exhale, rounding and lifting up. Inhale, flow up. Exhale, rounding through. Last one, inhale up. Exhale. Come back to a good neutral spot, you guys, and bring your knees together. I'm going to extend my sit bones down to my heels, and I'm going to bring my chest down onto my legs. I'm going to come into a nice, comfortable child's pose. Extend the arms back, hands up, and you can gently relax the forehead down onto the mat. So today, during all of our poses, anytime that you want to come out of this pose, any of the poses, you can come back into this here. And just let everything relax. Inhaling, exhale. One big inhale, exhale. Take your hands to the mat. I'm going to lift myself up, and I'm going to curl my toes under, and I'm going to stretch back. Now this pose here, you can come in and out of it as long as you like, as much as you want. I am going to take my sit bones to these heels. So as you can see, my toes are curled under, and I'm sitting up. When you sit up still nice and tall. Bring those shoulder blades together. Relax the hands on the quads. Feel all the toes stretching out. Feel how the calves are opening up. Nice big inhale and exhale. Very good. Uncurl those toes. Well, actually, you know what? Leave your toes curled under for just a moment. Interlace your fingers. Bring the shoulder blades together. Opening up the heart center. I'm going to bring my chest down toward the quads. I'm going to slowly roll onto the crown of my head. As I do, I'm going to roll my arms directly overhead as comfortably as I can. Exhale, come all the way back, lift all the way up, chin up. Next available exhale, releasing back into that pose. And on your next exhale, uncurl the toes. Take your hands to the mat, gazing center. I'm going to take my knees now as wide as that mat. We're going to open up the hips here, extending the sit bones back. Then I'm going to take my hands, and as I begin, so I can show you here, as I walk them forward, I'm up on my fingertips, and the elbows are off of the mat. I'm just going to extend and walk them forward. But you're gazing down at the mat. I'm just gazing at the phone so that you can see me. You're going to extend the sit bones back. And you're going to walk these arms. And you're going to extend the sit bones back. And you're going to walk the arms back. So you really want to start opening up all the tendons in the forearms. Take a nice inhale here. Exhale, extend the sit bones back. Inhale, gaze forward. Now you're going to take your forearms all the way to the right side of the mat. And I'm just going to stretch out. You'll feel this really great opening here on the left side. Elbows off of the floor, up on the fingertips, sit bones still, back onto the heels, and you're reaching comfortably as you can off the right side. Inhale, exhale. Let's walk the hands back to center, and let's go all the way to the right or the left side of the mat. Stretch those arms, reaching, 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 reaching. Sit bones pushing back, arms extending, reaching. Create space and openness into your body. Inhale in here. Exhale. And you're going to walk your hands back to the center of the mat. As you do, bring your knees somewhat together. Extend the arms forward. And I'm going to lift all the way up. I'm going to extend the legs all the way back into a plank position. Wrist and shoulders in line. Your tush isn't too high, your tush isn't too low, nice and even. You're looking at the mat, gazing at it. Neck is an extension of that spine. We're just holding here for just a brief moment, activating that abdominal muscle, putting a little fire into the belly. In your next inhale, bend those knees and extend back into downward dog. Now when we're in downward dog, especially in the very beginning phases, check your body alignment, making sure that the wrists and hands are facing the fronts of the mat. You can bend your knees, you can extend the heels back, bend the knees, lift the sit bones, extending back, feet are hip-width distance apart. And I slowly begin to put a little pedal and movement into the feet. Lifting up, stretching. If you've got some good music on, totally start jamming to it. You can sway these hips from side to side. Anything that gets you moving. Continue to breathe. One more big inhale here. Exhale, extending back. Let your head relax down. Crown of the head pointing down to the mat. Gaze in between the legs. I'm going to now take my right foot off the mat. I'm going to bring it into the chest. Now this is step one. If this is where we are, and you want to practice the balance, please do so. Step two would be to just gently nudge the knee toward the open hands. It doesn't have to go all the way through the open hands, but I'm just nudging it toward it. And then I gently extend back. As I extend back, the foot pushes back, the right. The toes are down and the heel pushes back. Let's inhale through the open hands again, and you exhale, flowing back. Inhale, flow through. Exhale, back. Inhaling, flow through. Exhale, back. Inhale through. Exhale, back. Inhaling through. Exhale back, and release that foot down to the mat. Nice deep inhales. Now we're going to do the left, right? So you're going to take that left foot off the mat, bring it into the chest. Inhale, lengthening through. Exhale, extend, pushing back. Inhale, lengthening through. Exhale. Inhale through. Exhale back. Inhaling through.
Exhale back. One more time. Inhale through. Exhale back and bring that foot down. Take a look at your hands. Walk into a great big awesome squat. And as you find yourself into the squat, you just kind of want to begin to open up the hips. And so I'm just going to kind of go from side to side. I'm going to kind of sway my hips to the right. And then I'm going to sway them over to the left. And then I'm going to sway them back over to the right. And then to the left. And then I'm going to work on how does it feel balance-wise. Coming up nice and tall. Bring the shoulder blades together. Extend the arms out. Inhale here. Exhale. Forward fold. Lift up. Stretch those hamstrings back. And gently coming back into squat. So it's inhale. Lifting up. Exhale. Forward fold. Inhale. Lifting up. Exhale. Forward fold. One more time. Inhale. Lifting up. Now, what I'd like you to do here, you can put a bend into the knees so you kind of come out of this, is feel what it feels like when I bend my knees and my stomach begins to brush against the quads. What this feels like if you just lift as much as you comfortably can, the sit bones up, push them back, and then just gently do that again. So you're just warming up the backs of the legs. And then I'm going to walk a little forward. It's just a little, because I just want to lift up on the toes. And then I'm going to come back, lift up deep and even more. And then I'm just going to hang like a puppet. Then I'm going to slowly roll up vertebrae by vertebrae. Nice and slow. Be mindful. The gaze is the last to come up. Let the blood flow back into the head. And come into a nice, full standing pose. Tadasana, mountain pose. Feet are hip-width distance apart. Shoulders are back and down and relaxed. Feeling nice and tall. I'm going to inhale, both arms up. I'm going to reach. I'm going to take my right hand, it grabs the left wrist. It gently tries to grow, going tall. And then it goes over to the right side, gently over. Don't hold your breath here. Inhale, back up. The left hand grabs the right wrist and it gently stretches it up toward the ceiling, reaching, and then it goes over all the way gently to the left side. And then back, and then release. Nice. All right. So my feet are facing the front of the mat. My fingers are down. My thumbs are pointing the front. I'm going to gently lift my toes up just a smidgen as you can see. And then I'm going to inhale. And I lengthen up. Inhale up just a little, gently bringing the chin up toward the ceiling. Reaching up. Exhale. Forward fold. Now remember, I've always said on your forward fold, especially if you're going through lower back things, it's okay to put a little bend in here. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, bending both knees, extend the legs back. I find myself into plank again. Holding here for just a moment. You can either A, stay here, B, come out of the pose into half downward dog, or we're going to begin to activate the core just a little. I'm going to take a look at my right arm. I'm going to bring the right knee toward it and back. Left knee toward the left and back. You can also, if you prefer, bringing it this way too. All right, so here we go. So we're going to go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
3, 2, 1, and back into downward facing dog. Take a moment here, breathing into this. One more big inhale. Exhale. Let's bring the left foot in between the hands. And then I'm going to just find myself in this high lunge. I'm going to extend the right leg all the way back just for a moment. And then I'm going to drop and pivot my right foot back. So, I'll try so that you guys can see this. I'm going to make sure that the right toes are facing forward and the left is facing this way. I have a nice wide stance. Very nice. So when we come up, bring your right arm back, bring the left arm forward. Inhale, reach up, exhale. Warrior 2. Gaze in between that left finger and just reach. But the right arm is reaching back, but the left is reaching. Nice inhale. Exhale, deepen. Inhale up. Swoosh your arms. So now my chest is facing the foot. And I bring those arms up. Inhale, reaching up. Squeeze the shoulder blades back. And back down. Gently bring your chin up toward the ceiling. Reaching up. Inhale. Exhale. Take a look down at the mat. Bring your hands to the mat. Swish the right foot so it's now facing the front here. Bring yourself back into a high plank. Good, 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 good. Slowly lower onto the belly. Bring the elbows in. So this is pretty cool. So my hands are on the mat, but they're kind of just grazing the top of the mat. Breathing from that stomach, I inhale up just a little, and I bring my feet off the mat just a smidgen, and back down. Inhale up a little, exhale, back down. Inhale up, exhale down. One more time. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Curl the toes under. Inhale into plank. Exhale back into downward dog. I hope everyone is doing super. One more nice deep inhale. Exhale. So we did the left foot that time, right? You're going to step your right in between the hands. I'm going to come into this great high lunge for just a moment. You can even put a nice little movement in it if you'd like. Just working on opening the body. Stretching everything out. And then you're going to drop and pivot. So when we pivot this foot, the toes of the left are facing this way. And my right is facing straight out. So if you like, you can come right out of this. Make sure you're in a nice proper alignment. I'm going to bring the arms out. I'm going to take a look at the right hand. And then I'm just going to put a nice bend. Make sure you can see that big toe still as you walk it out. Nice bend here. Stretching with the right arm. The left goes back. Nice deep inhale.
Exhale, release. Inhale, back up. Swoosh the arms. Chest is facing the right foot. Bring the arms up. Nice deep inhale, lengthening and growing. Exhale, lifting the chin just slightly, reaching up. Nice inhale here. Exhale, release. Your next available inhale. Take your gaze to the mat. Take your hands down to the mat, moving yourself back safely into a nice plank position. I'm going to hold here for just a moment, and then I'm going to slowly lower all the way down onto my belly. Slow, 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 with control, all the way down. Awesome. And your next inhale, inhaling up. Feet are on the mat. Exhale down. And again, inhaling, lengthening up. Exhale, back down. I'm going to inhale back up into plank. I'm going to take my feet as wide as the mat. So the feet are as wide as the mat, maybe a little even off the mat, but my hands are directly where they were. And then you're going to stay in this wide-legged plank here, I'll show you, because you're going to actually move now your right hand in the middle of the mat, and then just lift up. And this might be where some people are today. Might be just reaching up, making sure the shoulder and wrist are in line. And if you'd like, you can reach up all the way, reaching up, and then exhale it down. And I'm going to place now the left hand in the middle of that mat. Wrist and shoulder in line. And then you might just practice. It's a very subtle little twist here in the abdominal region of lifting the right hand and back. Or perhaps you're going to reach it all the way up and extend that arm up. Inhale here. Exhale. Bring that hand down. As you do, you find yourself in that wide-legged pose. You're just going to hop them back and extend back into downward dog. So now your feet are back where they should be for downward dog. Feet hip-width distance apart. Extending, reaching back. You can be very still, or you can put a lot of movement. Whatever feels good and gets you going. Gets you active in your body and happy. One big inhale, exhale. We're going to inhale back into plank. So in this section here, you have a couple of different options. One was bringing the knee between the hands and extending back out and bringing it down. The other one was bringing one knee, the left knee to the left elbow, and then back. The next series is bringing your right knee to the left elbow and back into downward dog. Left knee to the right elbow and back into downward dog. Or you can always just go into child's pose. So we're going to do whatever you would like on your own. We're going to do it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back. I put in an extra one to see if you were listening. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, release. Your next exhale, come all the way down onto your knees. Awesome. And you're going to walk your knees a little forward because you're going to come into a comfortable seated pose. As you get comfortable, maybe you need to readjust some things. My feet are down onto the mat, as you can see here. But I'm not kind of just hanging out like this. I'm kind of sitting nice and tall, a little bit at an angle even. And then my chin is not all the way up at the ceiling, but it's not all the way down. It's just slightly up. And my hands are in the back of the thighs. And every time we do the next series here, my hands are not pushing. They're just there supporting a little bit, like a little guidance. And breathing from here, I just inhale the feet up. Now, there's a couple of different groovy things about this. Maybe this is very new for you, and so you can bring the feet back down, and you can just kind of inhale it up, and then back down. So again, practicing from the belly. What does that feel like? Inhale it up, and back down. The second one, again, is to inhale that up, holding it, knees in line with the feet, hands extending straight out. If you want to have them palms up or down, if you want to pulse at the same time, whatever works for you, but reaching up, chin gently up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring it in. Bring your feet together, sit up nice and tall. My 2 feet are together. Inhaling up, exhale, gently pressing the sit bones into the mat. I lengthen up, extending, walking the hands out just a little. And then if you want to take the gaze down, you can as you begin to deepen the pose. And we're going to come back up. Awesome sauce. Bring the 2 feet back to the mat. We're going to inhale them back up. You're going to take your hands to your heart center and you're going to swish them to the right and then to the left and then to the right and then to the left. Okay? And we'll repeat that. So we'll go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back in. Good, 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 good. Inhaling here, exhale. Slowly release. Inhaling all the way up. Extend those legs straight out. You can even put a little bounce in them if they're feeling a little awkward. Sometimes I like to just gently grab onto the IT band, into the quad, give a nice little self-massage. You can kind of work down to the leg. So we're going to release this here. You're going to take your hands beside you. You're going to bring the shoulder blades together. You're going to lift up nice and tall. As you do, though, your heels are down, your toes are up, and it's like you're sitting up flush against the wall. Chin is not all the way up, but it's just slightly up. Inhale here. Exhale. And release. Taking the right foot over the left. The left heel is still down. The toes are still pointing up. I take my right arm behind me. I roll the shoulder blade back. I gently grow a little taller in this pose. My gaze is still forward. I take the left arm. I reach, reach, reach. I exhale, rolling that right shoulder back, elbow over that knee, gaze over. Palm is up and spread. The toes are spread. Don't hold your breath. Inhaling. Exhale.
And exhaling on the next feeling one. It's just a nice little counter twist here. And I'm going to extend this leg out. Cool, cool. Same thing. So the left over the right, and then I bring this arm over. But you, again, when you bring that over, you want to roll the shoulder back, roll it back, and grow tall. You see that? I'm still gazing forward when I did that. And you can stay here if you like. Or maybe be like, no, I feel spicy. I want to take it further. So you lift the right arm up, and then it goes all the way over that left knee. Then you roll that shoulder back. Nice deep inhales. Exhales. Next available exhale. We're just going to counter twist. And you can even make those noises. Awesome. I'm going to come down onto the mat. I'm going to take my hands onto my knees, and then I'm just going to let my feet just be very heavy here as I settle into the lower back. Breathing here. Take a moment here. Nice inhale. Exhale. And then I'm going to put a little sway from side to side. Then you can take the hands off the knees and you do these great big circle movements. Stretching. And then you can even go the opposite way with those circle movements. And then I'm going to take my legs, I'm just going to gently open up the hips. My hands are on the insides here. I'm just letting them open up. Relaxing everything, relax the facial muscles. On your next inhale, lengthen up the legs, stretch them out, and back in. And extend and stretch the legs out, and back through. And this time I'm going to inhale up, exhale down, inhale up, exhale down, inhaling up, exhale, inhaling up, exhale. One more time, inhale up, exhale back, bringing your knees together. Extend those knees to the left side of the mat, hands onto the knees. I extend my right arm out, palm is up, fingertips reaching, so the arm's just not laying there. It's reaching, it's working. Breathe into the spinal twist. If comfortable, you can extend those legs straight out. The right arm is reaching. And your next inhale, inhaling the legs, exhale them to the opposite side. Stretching the left arm out now, gazing at the fingers are reaching. Nice deep inhale. Exhale. Your next inhale, inhale those knees up, hands onto the kneecaps, letting the feet be super heavy. And then stretch your legs all the way out.
Bring your arms overhead. Full body stretch, reaching. Exhale, release your body. Just let your body completely float for just a moment. Let your facial muscles relax. Let everything, for a brief moment, seem to float. Next inhale, bring your feet to the mat. And I'm going to come over to the other side. You just lay here for just a moment. Breathe into that space. And then I inhale myself all the way up into a very comfortable seated position. Fix your hair if you need to. Just relax for just a moment. See if you feel any different now than when you first started. Maybe a little lighter, maybe you created a little more room in your body and your muscles. Maybe you got a little more prana, energy, life inside. And relax. And next inhale, my dears, inhale your arms all the way up, gazing at the fingertips. Exhale, your hands to your heart center. Gently bring your chin to your chest. It's here that you honor yourself. And by that, you just recognize all the efforts that you do really make. Pat yourself, hug yourself, love yourself, and release. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I'm super happy that everyone joined in. I hope that you enjoyed. What did you say, Manuel? This hurts so good. Most good things in life do, my dear. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed today. Any more comments, please leave them in the comment section and I will check them. And then next time I will see you guys. I'm feeling spicy. Thank you for these sessions. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. That means a lot to me. And then, yeah, I will see you guys. Definitely enjoy the rest of the day. It's Thursday, so enjoy it very much, and I'll talk to you guys soon. All right, darlings. Ciao.